Hey guys, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate as well as REMAX REALTRON Realty Inc. back with another video. So the topic of today's video might be a little bit outdated given the COVID-19 situation. So everything I'm going to talk about in this video is assuming normal circumstances. By normal circumstances, I mean the pre-COVID world we live in now, where the market was just the market, whether it was way too hot or way too cold. It was not influenced by a pandemic. People were allowed to go outside, have parties, go to the park with their friends and all that. So please try to see the message of today's video in general, outside of the COVID-19 situation. Before we get to it, as always, please subscribe, comment, rate, and review, and let's get on with the video. So as you can tell from the title, what I wanted to talk about is one tip I have for first-time home buyers. And this is not just a tip in theory. I tell every client of mine who happens to be a first-time home buyer, I tell them this exact thing. So the tip I have is twofold actually. It could be two tips, but I think of it as one tip. I always tell my first-time home buyer clients to be patient as possible. Given the fact that they're first-time home buyers, they're very eager to finally make the biggest purchase of their life. And given their eagerness, sometimes that very eagerness and justified eagerness, because you've been saving all your life, you have the down payment, your mortgage has been approved, that eagerness sometimes leads to a lack of patience and caution. So for example, I took one of my first-time home buyers before the COVID-19 situation to see a couple of condos, and he saw a condo and he loved it. And he said, when can we put an offer, or I'm going to consider putting an offer on this. And I told him very plainly, look, we have time. This is just the third or fourth property you've seen. Let's go out and see some more. So that eagerness leads to a lot of first-time home buyers to fall in love with the first great property they see, or what they deem great. And as an extension of this tip, I always tell them this as well. Whether you continue working with me or you work with another realtor, and if you're watching this video, you're a first-time home buyer, don't let your realtor push you too much. So if you're a first-time home buyer, you're eager, you're excited, you want to buy, you've been saving, and you see a property, you fall in love with it. If your realtor is being way too pushy, try to take note of that. Try to be conscious of how pushy your realtor is, because at the end of the day, that can dictate whether he has or she has your best interests in heart, or his or her own best interests. There will be certain circumstances where you do see a property and that property is the third property you've seen, you fall in love with it, your realtor is saying this is great for you, we should put an offer, and all that is true. So I'm not saying those circumstances never happen. What I'm more so trying to convey in this video is, as a first-time home buyer, be cautious, be patient. If you put an offer on a property you love, it doesn't get accepted, don't have anxiety. There are many properties out there, obviously given, a non-COVID market. And make sure that your realtor is not pushing you too much. At most, make sure he's just, or she is just giving suggestions. But if they are saying, yes, put an offer now at every single property that you happen to like, you're probably not working with the best and most honest realtor. So that's my advice. Hopefully it informed you a bit. And this is, once again, this is not just in theory. I tell all my first-time home buyers this. Be patient, be cautious. There's many houses to see. Just because you love this current one, and if you lose out on it, it's not at the end of the world. There will be more properties. You have to get the best deal, the bang for your buck, right? So be patient, that's all. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, rate, and review. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My contact information is in the description box, and stay in touch.